coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu.
And he'll power his way up near the 25.
The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones.
And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. I mean, look at this Packers defense.
They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The Steelers at 1-7 now on the year, and they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
And far be it from me to go ahead and go gloom and doom, right? If they fall down 7-0, 14-0, all of a sudden the cycle starts all over again. So the best way out of this for them, they need something to happen positive early in this game. That's a great way to help break this losing skid.
22 yards there, a first down.
Hey, check that.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Give left side here for Nwangu.
Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Second down and 3.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Now 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw. McMillan. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
65 catch. Buffalo 18. Go.
From the gun on third down. McMillan. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this will be taken at the 13. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
Move it, Machine.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Open man is Musgrave, the tight end.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
Defensive talk 101. Don't let the quarterback out of the pocket, because when that happens, yeah, you may shrink the field with your defense, but it's so easy to lose someone on the backside. And he finds him and picks up a big gain.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Ready.
On 2nd down, it's Griffin. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 13 yards, 1st down Packers. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They go play action here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That'll give them 8 that time, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now Edwards to throw on 2nd down. The kidder here, it's complete.
And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there,
with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker.
And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Steelers 0. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Come on.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. 1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now this organization, more than likely if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So is the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st down, McMillan. The
It's intercepted.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll start with the option.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Edwards. Caught here by Griffin. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Off play action. Edwards.
A short throw to Musgrave.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
They'll try and run for it. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 21, here's 2nd and a couple.
Operating from the gun, Edwards. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so had a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried a stress rehearsal into the game, you know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
Dietrich Wise running through and dropping him for the sack.
And his kick is right there. It's good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of people thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On 1st and 10, McMillan.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Here's one deep for Pickens. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll run on 1st down. Griffin. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Edwards now off the play fake. Now swing pass for Dillon. He'll get it to the 40. He broke a tackle there but couldn't get much further.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Back to throw. Edwards. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Got it. Ready?
1st down, Packers.
70.
Here's Edwards on 1st down. He'll complete this one to Watson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Watson, 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 20-yard line.
Ready?
Now a 2nd and 2.
Ready?
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Three.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. It's their quarterback. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes our score 17-0. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here we go. Shot.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3 scored.
Gets through, and now an opening. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McMillan.
Throw left side, complete to Tony.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Liking 18. Panther 11. Panther 11. Go.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Right back to Tony. He's got another one.
And he's taken down inside the 30. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Warriors 70.
Back to throw again.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Trap 60. Trap 60.
To throw is Edwards. Throwing on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Ready.
Edwards, a final shot before break. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Cut 19. Cut 19.
Now Edwards. Looking to throw on second down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Edwards now on third down. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
18 Cardinals, go!
Off the play fake. McMillan.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready?
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
First and 10.
Here we go.
4-yard line.
7 Pirates. Ready?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's second and 10.
79 Broncos. 70 Rangers.
They'll look to throw again. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Washington. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Up the middle, Jones. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Panther 60.
Throwing on first down. McMillan, and he fires one incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
18, Pioneer.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Buffalo 18. Hurt. Mustang 19. Go.
On third down, McMillan. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Boswell's kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores. And at this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up. Now a dump off here complete. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for offense.
He hits his target, left side, Watson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
62 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. Back to throw. Edwards. Flushed out right. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Griffin, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. A short throw to Musgrave. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On first down, Griffin. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. From the 23, this is 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Edwards. And
intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are right back in this football game.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Running on first down is Jones, but he's not going to get much, maybe a couple. And it's second down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Looking to throw. McMillan looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
70 Timberwolves. Ready?
From the gun on 3rd down, McMillan.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. One of these quarterbacks going to learn, you don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Warriors 70.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Ready, set.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And it's 3rd down.
On the jump.
Up the middle they go. It's Griffin, and they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
84 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Well, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They get this out left, and it's a Packers touchdown.
Christian Watson.
His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Packers are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Steelers 3. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on 17-yard line.
Ready.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Well, here's a good way to kick off the drive, complete over the middle. And they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
Brings up second and 3.
Cowboy 80.
Back to throw. McMillan eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And that will force a turnover on downs.
And they'll send Watson in motion right. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. Here's 2nd and 7.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
36-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Edwards.
Open man is Musgrave, the tight end.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. It's a gain of 35.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
Here we go.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great play there. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself.
And the Packers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Dicker down to tack on the extra point.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Packers 31, Steelers 3. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. McMillan. Finding Pickens for another catch. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Here's a 2nd and 5.
At their 48-yard line.
79 Broncos. Go.
Back to throw. McMillan. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Cougar 19.
From the gun on 3rd down. McMillan work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Looking to throw. McMillan. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Ready.
Off play action. McMillan rolling to his right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
To throw on 3rd down. McMillan escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter.
Let's go now.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And Watson has it right side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Watson. A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down at the 42-yard line.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them in just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan.